Yeah, I got to be pretend to do something because we've turned up, Dave.
Whoever said building a pond was easy?
Hey, Diddley,
Knackered. Back's gone.
your face went first.
I know. That went a long time ago.
All right, mucker.
Yeah, man.
Sound.
I snap variety of fish before.
Oh, it's
Yeah,
it's a
a
sponge,
achiever.
mate. I'm mixing marine with fresh water. It's a sponge. Shattered. Happy, yeah. Happy 2024 because this is the first one from me of 2024. As I said, I'm going to be a little bit more slower on the updates because you know me. People accuse me of just doing stuff for views. That ain't me. So we'll slow it down. Anyway, I hope you all had a good Christmas and a good New Year. I did catch you just before Christmas, as you know. I'm just up the garden. It's Sunday today. Never even checked the date before I come on, to be honest. Yeah, Sunday the 7th of January. Sunday the 7th. That's where we are today, and I'll just spin you around and show you what we've achieved or what we've got done since Christmas, since I last updated you. So the concrete is now fully out. It was coming out in big chunks. I think I'm a bit blurred on this camera if I look by looking at it. Don't know what's going on. Let's get a wipe. Yeah, it's no better. There you go. Sorry about that. I had to wipe the cameras. There's about 4 cameras on the back of this one. I ain't got a clue what happens with each one. So yeah, concrete's out. That's, as you can see by the height of that pole, that's how much concrete we've took out, or I've took out. Although I did get a bit of a lift off Copy and Pete over Christmas. They come over for a day, but it's absolutely thrown down the rain, and we get it neck basically. So yesterday I come up here, had another good go. It was coming out in big chunks, as I said. So yeah, I've still got a lot of concrete to shift out of the way. I can only shift it in bits, so it is what it is. So once I've got that pole out now, I've started cutting it. I've got the grinder out, as you can see, so I've started cutting that pole, and then I can sort of get that mixer down here. I'll leave these wood where it is before I start, because all this has got to be dug out all the way around now. There's about a foot got to come out all the way around here. I've got to get down to that level. So mixer will go there. I've got the sand and cement and everything ready, and I can get the floor in the filter house. Now, with the rain we've had over Christmas, it seems to hang in a puddle just down here, and I've been thinking about this. Obviously I've got to put some sort of strengtheners across, so what I'm going to do, I'm going to get a piece of guttering and I'm going to lay it all the way down. I'm going to put some cement in first. I'm going to put some more concrete in here. I'm going to lay it down here all the way down so as it comes above this pipe as well. I'm going to core drill an hole at this end, and then what I'll do, I'll chamfer cement that way, cement that way, cement that way, cement that way, all the way down. Just a solid bed all the way down. So any water does then run into that central channel. That'll also back this up a little bit, this wall. So as you know, it's only single skin, so it'll back that wall up a little bit. I mean, I'm looking at coming up sort of to the top of them blocks with the concrete, and that should then be enough to back everything up there. So it'll be from there down into a central channel. It's going to be a drastic slope, a very drastic slope, just to make sure I'll get all that water and catch whatever I can. So as you can see, there's still nothing happened with the pond. The pond's still got the sponges floating around on it just to keep the level. That's my excuse. And that's it. Thanks to Kofi for that little bit of footage on the front of this, which I am going to put on. He come round, when he come round, he did a bit of a video, and I don't even know he was videoing, to be honest. I was on the jackhammer. So thanks to you, mate, and once again, happy New Year to everyone. I'll get a further update when we move along. and from there I'll get cracking. Catch you later. Having you. Alright. Saturday the 13th of January, and I've been having a mess about. You wouldn't think I've done anything again, but I've shifted today the last bit of the concrete from the pad. When I say the last bit, there was about 1.5 tons, so that's all gone down to the tip. Then I've shifted 1 ton of ballast from the front of the front guarding up to the back up here. Obviously that's in preparation for the floor to go in. I've also then shifted just from over in that corner. I had a ton bag of sharp sand. I've also shifted that round here, just again in preparation. Sponges I'm still floating well, and there's still 1.5 foot of water. I've got to pump that out as well. It's going to have to come out because I'm going to have to give everything a good scrub down. I said to the missus again today, we're going to have to sort some tops out for these. I want to go black, I think, black tops. So I've got to sort that out. I've already told you my plans for the raised bed, so it's no good going through that again. I've got the mixer now down on the bottom level, or where the concrete pad was. That concrete pad still fully out, but it's as you can see, compared to the filter house, I'm plenty low enough now, so a level can be found here. It's gradually sloping away, I think. Gradually sloping towards the fence. Obviously the fence and everything's got to come down, so gradually sloping towards the fence, very gradually. And then that's my level then. It says me putting an ACO drain in across there, and it'll take any water away from the filter house as well. This side don't matter, because to be fair, that mixer is lower than next door's garden. Next door's garden's only at the base of that gravel board here. So I'm 18 inches lower than next door's garden. So as I said, everything's got to come down. I probably have to put some new gravel boards in as well, but I'll cross that bridge when I get to it. Sand's here already. Got sharp and ballast with a bit of sharp mixed in as well. So I should mix all this together and get the floor down. To be honest, I'm just so glad. Oh, that concrete's gone. I really am. So it's the first time I've had to step up in here. So I've got that little bit of shit to shift out there, or I might just spread some concrete over it. It don't matter. This is pretty much ready now for the concrete to go in. As you can see, I've got my centre there, so I'll concrete up to that. What I'm thinking of doing as well is putting another piece of this up against that wall, just so as I can get some sort of level across it. But it's ain't got to be bang on, it's ain't got to be smack on. The first lot of blocks will sit on the floor for the filter, especially for the drum. The drum's got to come up, as we know, to, I think I don't know if you can see it, there's a line just there on the wall. Drum's got to come up to that sort of height anyway. So everything's going to be standing on blocks, and I'll cement them in level, and then whim away. My priority is to get this floor in and get this pond up and running, and then I can just work around the outside. As I said, you can see, still got this to cut off as well. Still got that to cut off across here. Look, as you can see, I'm low enough. That concrete is still there, but it's low enough. There's probably still at least a foot of concrete still there. But yeah, I don't give a shit now. It's out my road. Still bits to take out. Once I've got the floor done, pond's up and running. In the summer, that shed's got to be moved. And then, as I've already said, we're going to be taking a foot off there, and also all that lot what I threw round the back here. Look at it. All that lot's got to come out as well. So everything's coming down a foot, at least a foot. The slabs have got to come up. The gravel board got to come out there. Everything will just be broken anyway, and then I should just concrete over the lot, or the concrete or slab over the lot. I'm favouring concrete, to be honest, because it downshift does it. Then I can put me a new shed up the back here. So I know the content's a little sparse, and you're probably thinking, well, you start getting on with much. I could have probably done 3 or 4 updates before now, but what's the use? Just keep it updated as to what I'm doing. hopefully tomorrow, I was thinking about going shooting tonight, but I don't know if it's going to happen. I might just crack on and just do little bits here. But hopefully tomorrow I might get that concrete in with a bit of luck. At least get that half in. So we'll see what happens. But I hope everybody's well. As I said, I'm a bit sparse on content. It's just little bits here and there, I'm afraid. And as I said, once the floor's in, I'll then be concentrating on getting the top copings or slabs, whatever I'm going to put on the top. I made my mind up. I was looking at some slate from a company in Hereford. I come across them on the internet. It was 20 quid for each piece, which was like 2x1. I thought about that. Don't know what to do yet. It would look nice, to be fair, but I've got to measure up and work out what I need. I think I need about 40 tops at 2x1. Some of them have got to be cut in half as well, because obviously a single skin wall this side. I've still got to do the raised bed and so on and so forth. But there you go. I'm just tottering along on my own. It is what it is. I mean, Pete's doing his bits. If you actually see Pete's video, he's building his pond now. He's getting his new pond on. Mad Dog's getting ready for the spring. With the shop and one thing and another. Kelp is having a few issues with his van at the minute. So he's doing what he's got to do. And we're just all doing our own thing at the minute and keeping in touch. I don't know if we're meeting up actually next week. We might be meeting up next week because it's an open day at Rodbaston. That's on the 20th of January. So if you're going there, I'll probably see you there. If this video out by then. If I got the video out by then, rather. I'm knackered. Can't even put my words together. I'm contemplating. I have put a thing on Facebook to ask for some ton bags. You know, the empty. I know I'll class them as ton bags, but I know they're 8 ton bags and about 800 kilo. What I want to do, I want to get this dug out to the end of that board. So this sort of all this side dug out to the end of that board. On this sort of level. Then I can just rake and give myself a nice flat even surface. The white pipe you can see there is my electric coming into here. That's still got to be lowered. At the minute it's being held down by a ton bag, which allows me to get the concrete in anyway, so happy days. That's still got to be lowered underneath there, so I've got to dig underneath there. I've also got to get at, you can just see it sticking out there, the green pipe. I've also got to get at that because you can see how high that is, and that's also got to go down. And as I've already said, eventually we've got to dig all the way around. No two ways about it. It's got to be done. Because I don't want to be coming up here, stepping up, coming across here, and then having to step down. Which I did think about it. I thought about, shall I step down? And maybe utilise the green pipe what's going down into the manhole. Maybe utilise that as a drain to catch any water. I don't know. Don't fancy it, if I'm honest. I'd sooner it just get dug out. But to dig that out, you're probably looking at another 10, 11 ton. So anybody who said building a pond was easy, they were lying. And if they tell you to build one, think twice about it. Have a bloody easy pond. Because I said to my missus only today, I says, you know what, I ain't never ever doing this again. Never ever. It's the third or fourth time I've done this now up here. I was younger. Before it did take half as long. Now, I mean, I'm only 50 now, but I'm a fat bloke. You know what I mean? Fat diabetic bloke, and everything's sort of double the effort. We'll get there. That's all I keep saying, is we'll get there, and we will. I'll get there. So like I said, a lot of work to be done. I'm just cracking on. I mean, it's been lovely today. It's been glorious. It's going to be cloudy now, but today sun's been out and it's been dry. It's been cool. It's been cold, about 5 degrees, but it's absolutely perfect to work in, and that's why I've cracked on a little bit, believe it or not. So hopefully tomorrow will give me another chance at it, and we can get the flooring, or half the flooring tomorrow. So if I do, I'll document it. I'll probably bring it to a close at that one, and we'll see where we go from there. Happy days. I'll catch you later in a bit, eh? How been you? All right. I say, how been you? All right. Oh yeah, all right. Fed up again. Winter 8, cold setting. I'm up the shed at the minute with the old boots on. Well, I say the shed. It's a shed at the minute. The filter house at the minute. Got the old warmer on, if you like, diesel heater. I had a crack on the weekend, like I said I was going to. So I've got half the floor down, half of it. That's gone down quite nice actually. I know there's a little bit of a difference in the pattern there, but that's obviously where I've had to come round. Couldn't get up there either with the tamper, so it is what it is. Well, you know, it's gone down quite nice. That's pretty much gone off, in all fairness. I've come up here for a warm. I've still got this off to do. Let me just step on that. I'm on virgin territory now. So I've still got that off to do. That's about 3 foot across the door there, and so I've got about 3'6". Just about got enough sand, I think. Obviously the splodges on the floor and just what was left over. So I just dumped them there and concrete over them. So it's going to put me in good stead to get the plumbing done. The plumbing work, obviously, then pipes have got to come round here. Pumps and that will be situated over this side. Bio chambers there. I was actually thinking the other day about whether I could put the drum this way and return to the bio and get the bio across there. Until I get the filters back in, I don't know if I can do that. If I can, that'll then give me a chance to get the jack matting bay that way and give me a little bit of a walkway in the middle. So we'll see. But that's a plan. So what I'm going to do, I'm just going to turn this down a minute and I'm going to tell you why I'm so fed up again. Turn that light off. So, as we come outside, over the last couple of weeks, well, to be honest, last week I never even called the garden. One thing and another. As you can see, nothing's happened there. Nothing's really happened there, although that is going to be my next job as well. You'll probably notice in the sleeping pond that the water's down. I've lost a few fish again over the last week or so. So what I'm in the process of doing now, I've just done a massive water change on them. There's a tinge of green to the water. I did have the temperature up and some Alpha X in, because the one fish I lost was absolutely covered in mucus. As you can see, there's a shower down there now. We're struggling. So yeah, we're here again. Winter time. Never happens for me in the winter. Never goes right at all in the winter. So what I have done, I've like I said, get them a big water change. I'm just in the process of filling up straight out the tap. No messing about. There's a constant trickle off a big blue been going in now for weeks, just over there in the far corner. So that constant trickle's been going on for weeks. And yeah, Kopi of Kopi's Koi, Chatting Bubbles. If you check his channel out, get over there. He's just hit the 500. So he's going to be giving stuff away. Suggested to me that with all the building work going on and stuff, and the lime floating around in the air and whatever else, could it be getting in the water? Could it be affecting the fish? I don't know. I just think it's temperature again. So what I've done, this massive water change, what I'm in the process of doing. I'm also in the process of putting some salt in. Now I have already put some in, so what I'll do is I'll get my salt meter out. Never ever, I will stress, well, I'm getting the top off this, never ever put salt in your pond unless you've got one of these. Even if it's a cheaper off eBay, you know what I mean? I wouldn't probably advise one of them, but these Koi Medics things, they seem to do the job. Don't put salt in your pond unless you've got one of them. I've stressed it before, I'm going to stress it again. So, what we're looking at, that's reading upside down at the minute, so let it do what it's got to do. Now what you got to remember is this has still got around about 6 to 8 inches to fill up. I have got sand in here at the minute, salt, not sand, salt. And at the minute I'm at 0.26. Now that's going to dissolve. That's going to dissolve down. That's basically what I've built up over the last 10 minutes. So the 0.26 is obviously going to get slightly weaker. Once I'm at my level where I need to be, I'll put some more salt in, and we'll get into 0.3 and let them sit there. There's no heat on at the minute. There's a shower down there. I've got to make his mind up whether he's going to live or die. The way he's going, I'm going to make his mind up for him. But yeah, we're here again, winter time. Always in the bloody winter for me. So I'm still thinking there's a knock-on effect from the issues I've had in the past. Somehow, even though we all know this pond was bleached, there was fish in that pond now. Whether there was any sort of transfer from there to there, I don't know. Somewhere along the line, it's kicking off again. I think that's what it is. Copy seems to think otherwise. Mad Dog seems to think that I'm in that frame of mind that whenever I get a problem, it's always bacterial. But when you've seen it as much as I have, to be honest, it is what it is. So hopefully this will sort them out for the time being until we start getting some warmer temperatures. Then I can assess the situation. Then when we start getting into double figures again, because we'll see what happens when the parasites start to lie down. But the one fish I did take out was absolutely covered heavily in mucus, and what it was a Ginrin Sankey where I had off Stewie at Albuquerque. So Stewie, if you're watching this, you need to get some more of them pearl Sankeys in, because I've lost mine. This little Sankey here, I'm swimming around at the minute. That's got you probably call picking up on the camera, but there is quite a build up of mucus on that one as well. I've scraped, found nothing, which, you know, same old thing again. I'll probably scrape again come the weekend and test them again. But as I said, I've got some salt in there now, up to about 0.2 and we'll see what happens from there. Concerning that tank, I think I'm liable to keeping it off, if I'm quite honest with you, and I've got a plan. Yes, I'm going to hopefully get that pond done, he says, and spawn in the summer. And the plan is, obviously I'll be spawning in swimming pools. You know, the collapsible Intex swimming pools, you've seen them before on my channel, you've seen them on other channels as well. I'll be spawning in one of them, I'll be raising the fry to a certain size in one of them, and then that's got to come into use, into play. If you remember a couple of weeks ago, Mad Dog had them fish off me out of there. He's got them over there, they're doing banging. I'll set them up in a net, so that I've got the nets to fit that pond. So I'm going to probably need it. So all I want to do with that though is I want to fully turn it round. I'm going to take the top off. I can fully turn it round. I'll probably recover the top, or I might not even use it at all yet. Turn it round so as I've got the filters this side. It's a lot better for me then. It probably have to come slightly this way as well, because the gravel boards down here have all got to come out. As we know, all these slabs and everything have got to come out. I'm going to have to sort of work the levels out from this. Gravel board's got to come out here. There's about a 6 inch step. There's a gravel board this side as well what's got to come out. I want to get rid of that step. And I'm going to be lower. I'm going to be lower this side than I am there. But somehow I've got to try and work a level out. It might mean just sloping away and down towards the fence. Definitely that end, sloping away down towards the fence. So yeah, but there you go. A bit of a rattle for you. Just to show you what I'm up to tonight. And it's like I said, not a pretty picture again for me. I'm getting sick of the game, if I'm honest. But we shall strive and we shall continue. Got about 6 inches of water to go, then I'll test the salt. Yes, I have got the air on, and the reason I've got the air on is because I've been putting salt in. So before anybody criticises and said, oh, you said not to have any air on. Yeah, for this purpose, man, put your air on. If you're going to put salt in your pond, get your air on for a bit, just to get diluted and out of the way. The fish are all gathered down this side because I have been putting the salt in that side. And that's pretty much it. So I'm going to bring this to a close. I'll obviously update you on the next one. As you can see, not a lot other than the half the floor's gone down in the filter house. It's like this when I come from work, pitch black, freezing cold. I mean, this camera does pick a little bit more light up than what my eyes do, to be fair. But it's pitch black, freezing cold, and it's like this when I come from work. And people say, "What do you get on with it in the week?" Yeah, I really want to be quite honest. I want to get back in the war. Rowanmore built in a day, and Davy Coy's Pond now getting built in a day. It'll come. I offered the bloke next to us because he's been out of work, and I said to him, "You out of work?" "Oh, I'm back at work Monday. I start again." I says, "Why?" I said, "I was going to ask you to dig out round the pond while I'm at work." You know what I mean? I was going to pay him, obviously, for that shuttlecock got batted away. But there you go. It is what it is. But now, thanks to all the subscribers as well. I have noticed I've had a bit of an influx of subscribers. So you're probably waiting for this video to come out, the new ones. So yeah, thanks to everybody who subscribed. Obviously I've still got to give 1,000 giveaway. I know if it's 1,000, I've got to do a giveaway I'm deciding as to what to do. I've got some bits and pieces. My missus says that's enough. That's all you need to do. We'll do a little bit more if I can find some stuff. If I can get some. Yeah. Right, guys. Oh, it's cold out here. I'm going to let you carry on. I ain't going to bore you no more. Thanks for joining me on this one again. I'll upload this one tonight, which is, what day is it? Tuesday? Tuesday today. Don't know what the date is. Let me see if I can find out for you. It's Tuesday, 16th of January. So we're midway through January. It's my missus' birthday on the 18th. So I'll probably do something sort of towards the end of the month and update you again. Till then, catch you later. In a bit,